Days passed, and the chase between cat and mouse continued as it always had. But one stormy evening, things took an unexpected turn. Heavy rain lashed against the windows, and thunder rumbled in the distance. Cat sat on the windowsill, staring outside with her tail twitching in annoyance. She wasn't in the mood for a chase today. The storm had dampened her usual excitement. Mouse, in his little hole, was feeling restless. He hadn't had a good chase in a while, and though he liked outsmarting Cat, there was something about their game that made life in the house more thrilling. But the thunder made him jittery, and he wasn't sure he wanted to venture out. Then, the lights in the house flickered and went out. The sudden darkness was followed by a loud clap of thunder that made both Cat and Mouse jump. Cat, spooked, leaped down from the windowsill, her fur standing on end. Mouse, peeking out of his hole, saw the normally graceful Cat looking uncharacteristically nervous. Against his better judgment, Mouse decided to step out of his hole, not to be chased, but to see what Cat would do. As he crept across the floor, Cat noticed him but made no move to pounce. Instead, she just sat there, her wide green eyes watching the little mouse curiously. The storm outside seemed to have momentarily paused their rivalry. "You're not going to chase me?" Mouse asked cautiously, his voice barely audible over the rain. Cat blinked. "Not tonight. The storm's got me on edge." Mouse, surprised by Cat's honesty, inched a little closer. "The storm makes me nervous too," he admitted. "I don't like the loud noises." For a moment there was silence between them, broken only by the distant thunder. Then Cat, with a sigh, lay down on the floor, her paws stretched out in front of her. "Do you ever get tired of it?" Mouse asked, looking up at her. "The chase?" Cat flicked an ear. "Sometimes," she said, her voice softer than Mouse had ever heard it. "But it's what cats do. We chase. It's instinct. And you run because you're a mouse." Mouse nodded. "True. But sometimes I wonder what would happen if we didn't have to." Cat pondered this for a moment. "Then life would be awfully boring, don't you think?" Mouse chuckled. "Yeah, I suppose it would." They sat in silence again, both of them watching the shadows flicker as lightning lit up the sky outside. For the first time, there was no tension, no game of predator and prey, just two creatures sharing the same space, bound by the storm. Suddenly a loud crack of thunder shook the house, and Cat, unable to help herself, darted over to the couch and leapt onto it in one swift motion. Mouse, startled, ran under the coffee table, but quickly realized Cat wasn't chasing him. She was just scared. Feeling a strange sense of empathy, Mouse emerged from his hiding spot and scampered over to the edge of the couch. "It's just noise," he said, trying to sound braver than he felt. Cat peered down at him. "Easy for you to say," she grumbled, curling up tighter on the cushion. "You're closer to the ground," Mouse smirked, "and faster." Cat rolled her eyes but couldn't help a small, amused purr. "Don't push it, Mouse." The storm raged on, but the tension between Cat and Mouse had melted away, at least for the night. For once they weren't rivals, but two unlikely companions facing the same fear. As the storm began to die down, the house grew quiet again, and both Cat and Mouse found themselves feeling unexpectedly calm in each other's presence. Mouse even dared to curl up at the base of the couch, just close enough to hear Cat's soft purring. It wasn't a truce they'd spoken aloud, but in that moment, they both understood. The chase would resume another day, but tonight, they were at peace.